Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Heidi. I'm completely blind, so I don't look into the camera, but I promise I'm right here with you. So if you are new to the channel, on this channel we talk mostly about perfumes, we talk about designers, celebrity and Middle Eastern perfumes, and I upload videos on Mondays and Fridays. So I'm so excited for today's video because today we are going to talk about perfume personalities. And I've got 10 perfume personalities here for you. And the idea is really for us to go through these and you can reflect on your collection and think what personalities really suit you. What can you resonate with? The 2 or 3 personality types you feel more reflect your fragrance preferences. So of course we will find that our perfume personalities will change as the seasons change. So we might have preferences in certain seasons and not in others. What I really found is when I went through these personalities, I could see, oh, these really don't resonate with me. These resonate with me and these, yeah, perhaps a little bit. So I've got 2 boxes packed here today because I've got just some examples of the personalities that I will be talking about. So actually, let's get into it. Perhaps you can think of additional perfume personalities that I haven't covered. Please let me know so that we can continue the conversation. So the perfume personalities are divided into 4 categories, and that is really the light personalities, the warm personalities, the soft personalities, and the bold personalities. So let's start with light personalities. So under the light personalities, the first one I have is the playful sweetheart. And the personality vibe that we get from the playful sweetheart is really fun, bubbly, joyful, youthful, those sort of fragrances that have the note of strawberry, pear, apple, lychee, light florals. You get the vibe, your fruity fragrances. And as examples of these for today, I have 3 here. Firstly, I have Care Fusion, which is a lychee, apple, bright, fruity, such a fruity fragrance. Oh, it is so good. It smells like a fruit salad, and this layers so well with other fruity fragrances. And then I've got Dazzle by Paris Hilton. This is a green, very bright fragrance. It almost smells like a green candy or a green lollipop. Almost like those green apple lollipops with sherbet in it. So bright, so happy, sparkling really. And then I've got Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, which is a fruity floral fragrance. This always smells to me like an apple shampoo, but a sophisticated apple shampoo. This is probably the most expensive smelling of the 3, but still very girly, very happy, very apple shampoo-y. Perhaps I'm just biased because I know it is the most expensive of the 3. Now, of course, I could have included Indomitable by Paris Corner, which is an orange fragrance. I could have included My Beloved Pear Potion from Paris Corner, which is a pear and caramel fragrance. I could have included Anna Abiet Coral, which is a watermelon fragrance. I could have included so many. And when I went through my collection, I really realized that this fragrance personality resonates with me to a large extent. I won't say it's my main personality trait, but it's definitely right up there under my top 3, top 4. So then the second personality is the fresh energizer. And here the vibe is clean, uplifting, vibrant, with notes of lemon and bergamot and grapefruit, green tea and light herbs. So for that personality type, I've got, of course, Chanel Chance, just the EDT. This is such a high-end lemon patchouli, sophisticated lemon fragrance. I love it so much. This is an empty for me. This is a sophisticated energizer. Then I've got Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. You all know, if you've watched my channel, how much I love this one. This is the intense version. This is a lemon apple, bright, happy, go lucky, refreshing, going to the gym kind of fragrance. Doesn't take itself too seriously. This is the more serious lemon. This is the more youthful lemon, I want to say. And then I've got Vu Zingy by Paris Corner. This is a fragrance with lemon and basil, but it's very lemony, it's very zesty. I think there's bergamot in here as well. I am not a huge fan of this one. I don't like the basil in this one, but this is undeniably a very energizing, very citrusy fragrance. So that is that. I must say, when I went through my collection, I could see, although there are fragrances that I absolutely love, like Chanel Chance and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, this is not the fragrance personality I necessarily gravitate to the most. Then, thirdly, we've got the Ocean Spirits. I think that says it all. So the personality vibe here is breezy and carefree and refreshing. This has notes of marine notes, sea salt, watery flowers, aquatic accords. And now I have to tell you, I don't have many fragrances. I almost have no fragrances in this category. I do have two. I've got Olympia by Paco Rabanne. Now, Olympia is a sea salt, a vanilla fragrance. It's really a solar fragrance, but it is thick. For me, it's not necessarily so refreshing as we would want to see from the Ocean Spirit category, but it definitely has that oceanic, salty vibe, but with that grounding vanilla. Friends, I really had to dig deep to find fragrances that match this. And then I've got Caviar Bergamot. Now, Caviar Bergamot by Zara can also actually fit into the Fresh Energizer scent. This is such a lemon, ginger, citrus fragrance, but if you spray it on first spray, you get that sea breeze. Immediately I get a sea breeze, but it quickly goes away. So not 100%. It is from the Ocean collection of Zara, but these are the only fragrances I could find in my collection that fit that description. I suppose something like wood sage and sea salt from Jo Malone will fit this description. I've never smelled that one, but I just hearing from the notes and from what people say, as well as Beach Walk from the Replica line, right? I think that will also fit into the description. Not something I necessarily gravitate towards, I could see. Okie dokie. Then we are going into the soft personalities. So this is our gentle, elegant fragrances that feel emotional or refined. So first up, we have the Romantic Dreamer. Now the personality vibe of the Romantic Dreamer is soft, feminine, dreamy, emotional, with notes such as rose, peony, raspberry, powdery, florals, soft vanilla. this is really almost give you the feels of like walking in a rose garden. I've got an honorable mention because it's no longer available, and this is Miss Dior, the 2017 formulation. This is probably the most romantic fragrance in my collection. This is so rosy, but there's orange underneath that. It's a bit powdery, very feminine, a bit mature as well, in my opinion. But just a soft, floral, undeniably sophisticated perfume. Love, love, love this one. Then in the same category, I've got La Vie Belle Intense Mint. This is a raspberry, vanilla, powdery, floral, irisy fragrance, if I'm not mistaken, but this smells to me like rose water and Turkish delight and baby powder. It sounds so horrible, but it smells so romantic and sweet and feminine to my nose. Do you have this fragrance? What do you think of this fragrance? I would love to know. Oh, let me just keep the romantics here for now. And then I've got Captivatingly Paris by Zara. I mean, at the moment, I'm looking for any excuse to use this fragrance. This is a rosy, pear, musky fragrance, but it's a very sweet, rosy, kind of refreshing with that pear rose fragrance. It is soft. It is beautiful. Also a very good compliment getter. And the last one in the romantic category for me is Yum Yum. You won't say that from the name, but it's Yum Yum by Armand. And this is a rosy berries, very innocent, pure fragrance that almost smells like a soft bubble bath with a pink bubble bath with rose petals. It is absolutely exquisitely nice. It is not anything complex, but it is just, in my opinion, such a beautiful romantic fragrance. Let's put it there. Right, and then the next one under the soft personalities is Elegant Minimalist. So the vibe here is refined, calm, understated, polished. And the notes here are musk, iris, powdery accords, soft woods, delicate flowers. So here I've got two. And this is Narissa Rose Musk Noir by Maison Alhambra and Narciso Rodriguez Rouge. So we all know probably Narissa, which is a dupe for Narcissa Rose Musk Noir. This is a very musky, rosy, sophisticated, understated, yet so beautiful fragrance. There's plum in here. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It is so feminine. And if my bottle seems full, it's because I gave my first bottle to Nandi and I got myself this bottle. So this one is a lipsticky, irisy, powdery fragrance. It is so absolutely beautiful. Sure. So you can see how the Elegant Minimalist and the Romantic Dreamer are very closely aligned. The Elegant Minimalist is just a bit more understated, and I think it will go with fragrances that are also very close to the skin, like, you know, Juliette Has a Gun, not a perfume. Oh, I so have my eye on that perfume. I know it's an oldie, but I only smelled it for the first time recently and I really want it. So yeah, so the next personality, oh, let me just tell you, I think I'm leaning more towards the romantic dreamer, but I also like the elegant minimalist. So far, the personalities I really resonate with is the elegant minimalist, the playful sweetheart, and the romantic dreamer. Yeah. So the next one can fit in either the soft personality or into the warm personality, but I kept it under the soft personality, and this is your comfort seeker. So the vibe here is soft, calming, reassuring, cozy, and the notes are typically notes like vanilla, lavender, tonka bean, soft woods, and creamy musks. Okay, so this is give you the feeling almost like being enveloped into a blanket or sitting under a warm blanket, and there's something cooking in the kitchen and you just feel very secure and very calm. So here I have 3 fragrances for you. I've got REM by Ariana Grande. Now this is a drier sheets, salty fig leaf, lavender fragrance. This is so comforting. This is the ultimate comfort scent in my opinion. This and the other one I will show now. But yeah, this smells just photorealistic like dryer sheets. Let me know if you know this fragrance and what you think of it. The next one is, of course, Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. This is a lavender, vanilla, licorice fragrance. It is a hug in a bottle. It is that feeling that you got when you were a child and you were ill and your mom would tuck you into bed and make you a cup of tea perhaps. That is the feeling you get with this perfume. It is so soft, so comforting. Oh, I love it. See, I'm also leaning towards this personality. And then I've got Angam by Lattafa, which is also a lavender. Oops, this thing. Lavender vanilla. This is sweet. Slightly less airy in my opinion than Mon Guerlain. A bit deeper. Let me just make sure of that. Yeah, I think it's a bit deeper. Oh, it's just so beautiful, this ginger in here, but it's just also so comforting. Very nice fragrance. Now you see, I'm also leaning towards these fragrances. So this is the 4th personality type I really can resonate with. No place on the tray almost. Okie dokie. So let's see. Then we've got our warm personalities, which refers to rich, comforting fragrances, decadent fragrances. And the first one is the Dessert Devotee. Now the vibe here is indulgent and sweet and delicious. And the notes are vanilla, caramel, chocolate, praline, those sorts of notes. So this makes you think of walking into a candy store and smelling the chocolates and the caramels, that sort of thing. So the first one for me is the ultimate gourmand, and this is Dulzura by Paris Corner. Dulzura to me smells like cotton candy. Under that is caramel and in between is apple. That is literally what it smells like to me. I love this fragrance. I know some of you have said that you hate this fragrance. to me, I'm really a gourmand lover, so it makes me think of a bakery with toffee apples and that sort of thing. And cotton candy. It just smells so deliciously good. I also like nowadays to wear this to bed. I don't think I had it on my list of fragrances I wear to bed, but I only started wearing it to bed last week. So okay, I'm just moving things along. Then under the dessert devotee, I also have Juicy Couture Gold Couture. Now this is caramel and berries. This is a more subdued, I would say, gourmand. It still smells perfumey, even though it's got that caramel, and it smells a bit fresh with that berries in here. It smells soft. It's also nice for going to bed. But with this one, you won't smell straight up like a dessert. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. The caramel is just perfumey enough to not be 100% photorealistic dessert. And then lastly, of course, is Minya by Paris Corner. Now this is pistachio, almond, caramel. It's sweet. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I think it's my... No, it's not my favorite gourmand. I think Vanilla Voyage is my favorite gourmand, but this is a close second. Or right there with it, I don't know, but this is so good. This is the inspiration of Sol de Janeiro Serosa 62. Oh, I love it so much. It's so sweet. It's so comforting. It's slightly tropical. It is just so phenomenally good. So, of course, there are so many fragrances that could have fitted under this category. I can't even begin to think. I mean, there is fragrances like Toffee, Celeste Toffee by Cotelage. There are fragrances like Banana Bliss, Sweet Banana, Molten Caramel. The list goes on. There's so many gourmands. I love it. And I think this is now the 5th category I can really... Is it the 5th? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Huh. Okay, I just resonate with so many. I don't know, how do you feel so far? Okay, then the 8th category is the spice connoisseur. And the vibe, the personality vibe here is warm, rich, slightly intense. And the notes are usually cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, amber. And it really feels like walking into a spice market filled with rich aromas, those sort of things. I would also like to know, do you feel that your personality fit your fragrance personality? That would actually also be a nice thing to discuss. So luckily, this is not a category I resonate with strongly. Finally. And here we've got Camera Ducan, which I love. This is one of the very few fragrances in this category that I really love. And this is by Lattafa. This is a cinnamon, tonka bean, praline fragrance. Yo, it got strong over time. It smells to me like very spicy pancakes. It's got a booziness to it. Oh, I love this fragrance. I can't wait. It is starting, you know, it's fall here by us, and it's actually a very rainy day today. So it might actually be a good time to start pulling this one out. And then this one is Mocha Latte by Cotelage. Very much the same sort of fragrance. Also spicy, like opening a spice rack. You smell that cinnamon, that cardamom. But there's also a coffee note in here. But very, very spicy. So these are really the two I think that most in the spice connoisseur category in my collection. Let me actually put it here. Okay. Then we've got the bold personality fragrances, and these are really your state-making fragrances, right? So first of all, we've got the Floral Diva. And the personality vibe here is bold and glamorous and expressive. And the notes are jasmine and tuberose and strong rose and orange blossom. And it's really like walking into a glamorous event filled with rich florals. The first one is Alien by Mugler. I think we can all say that this is a floral diva. This is a showstopper, if you will. This is a jasmine sambac amber, very polarizing fragrance. It is loud, it is unapologetically confident, it is not so much ladylike as it is bold and really, like I say, confident, boss lady. This is what this one is. Then we've got Infini Rose by Maison Alhambra, which is a dupe for Atomic Rose by Initio. This is a very strong rose. This smells like rose, but with lemongrass and with grass and the leaves of the rose. But this one is a very, in my opinion, very strong, very in your face, unapologetic rose. It's not soft, it's not powdery, it's not delicate. It is a rose that knows her place. And that is the first bold category. And then the last fragrance category, the 10th one under the bold personality type, is the Mysterious Night Owl. And the vibe here is dark, sensual and intriguing. The notes associated with the Mysterious Night Owl are oud, incense, smoky woods and amber. And it's really like walking in a dimly lit market with incense in the air. I've got 3 fragrances here. I've got Artisan Ethnique by Lattafa. Is it this way around or this way around? I'm not sure. Then it is Reficat by Paris Corner. And it is Liquid Brun by French Avenue. So I don't really have a lot of woody fragrances, but these are my woody, spicy vanilla fragrances. All 3 of them have woods, I've got vanilla, I've got spices. Reficat is more for me a darker, deeper vanilla with that sandalwood that gives it a smoothness. While Artisan Ethnique for me is a bit on a higher note. It's got sugar in here, which I think doesn't make it as deep, in my opinion, as Reficat, but it still has that woodsy, cinnamony, spicy character. And then we have Liquid Brun by French Avenue. And now I can barely smell it. Let me just... Oh, and this is the most woodsy of them all, in my opinion. In my opinion, the woods almost takes over from the spices. There's a slight booziness to it as well. Now, if you know me, you know that I don't resonate with this fragrance category at all. I find this fragrance category masculine leaning, but I know there are a lot of you who love it and who can pull it off and who, you know, I think it's really a boss woman, CEO type of fragrance. You have to have a certain attitude to wear this fragrance, and there's nothing bad about these fragrances. I always say, in fact, it smells, to my nose, it smells extremely expensive and high quality and almost like a high-end hotel lobby. That is really what I get from these fragrances. It's just, I would like smelling it on someone. I don't want to smell it on me. Does that make sense? It's just not my personality. So I would love to know which personality resonate with you. Are you in the playful sweetheart, which is the fruity fragrances? Are you more the fresh energizer, more leaning towards those lemons, those zesty notes? Are you the ocean spirit, more you like more the sea salt, sea breeze, aquatic kind of fragrances? Are you the romantic dreamer who likes powdery, soft florals, your roses, your raspberry, that sort of thing? Are you more the elegant minimalist who likes musky, close to the skin fragrances? Are you a comfort seeker who like your vanilla, lavender, those sort of combinations, tonka bean? Or are you a dessert devotee who love your gourmands? To smell like the kitchen, something coming out of a bakery? Are you a spice connoisseur who like your spicy, warm fragrances? Or are you a floral diva who like your strong, bold, state-making fragrances, floral fragrances, like your strong tuberoses, your strong roses, your strong jasmines? Or finally, are you the mysterious night owl who love your woody, woodsy, incensey, dark vanilla sort of fragrances? I hope you enjoyed this video, friends. Please let me know what personalities you feel you resonate with. Are there 3 that really stands out for you? I would love to know. I also hope that this gave you some insight into what my preferences are, so that if I review a fragrance, you know where I'm coming from. If I say, for example, this is a very good fragrance, Liquid Brown is a very good fragrance, but it's not in my personality, that you know it's not. If you like a woodsy fragrance, this is something that you might like. Okay, enough rambling from my side for this day. I hope to hear from you in the comments, and until next time, bye for now.